On that, so the most latest tragedy from the urban street sphere, the death of Young Dolph.
Dolph.
I actually liked him. I did a story about it. So, what's interesting, Render here kind of pieced it together. Well, he found this girl on, appears to be a girl on Instagram in Memphis. She went through all these guys' IGs and like found like, oh, okay, here's the same car in the picture with these two. Here's this guy with this guy. Here's this guy in front of this house where they picked up this car. And you can kind of, in the suspects in that, they already starting to get picked up. And they appear to be people that had been associated with Dolph's record label, PRE, and maybe also playing both sides of the fence with Gotti's CMG, but there's no evidence as of now that Gotti had anything to do with it.
I would doubt it, actually.
Me too.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Yeah, I would doubt that.
But you know, these guys are crash test dummy wind-up dolls. I mean, just like it's like with Nipsey. Is it possible that someone wanted to get rid of Nipsey and just went around and whispered in the ear of 4 or 5 people who he knew were loose cannons, Nipsey's something negative, and he knew that one of them one day was going to cross paths and something was going to happen. And that way there's no conspiracy. I didn't tell you, hey, Courtney, go kill Render. I just know you're an idiot with a gun. And I can say, oh, you know, Render been talking about
crazy.
And I know you're going to cross paths with him one day.
And there we go.
Because he hang around the hood too comfortable.
Yeah. But, you know, the thing with it.
So could that have been what happened with them? Sure. Could it have just been, man, them young guys, Clout, the attention.
Oh.
I guess I'm old school like that.
But there were always people that don't. People always did that, you know, the babyface Nelsons, and there was always people that did things. They didn't have the word clout, but there was always people that did stuff. Remember people growing up? There was the people that would stick somebody up on the corner in front of everybody, so you would know he was the stick-up man. Like that always existed.
Yeah, to a certain, yes. I mean, I guess idiots are not new.
Gangstar.
Well, some people get into crime for attention.
Get a rep.
Just to get a rep?
To get a rep. Gangstar 93.
Yeah, just to get a rep. Yeah, that's right. That's one of my favorite rap songs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of thing with a lot of these men that claim to be attracted to other men. I just think that by acting flamboyant and wearing women's clothes in public, they get attention. Because I look at a lot of them, but like, you don't have sex, man. Who's the one? Because they don't even... There's no sexual vibe. It's just a bunch of guys in women's clothes acting crazy to get attention. I think they're just crazy.
It is some different times, but this thing with me. I mean, Dolph a millionaire. He dead.
I like Dolph. I like Dolph.
Young black millionaires killing each other just disturbs me. Because going back to like the YBI era, even back in pop in them days. The point of the game used to be we come from economically repressive situations, from situations where in theory we ain't have a whole lot of options to do other shit. So we go get a bag, we try to get to the bag, you get it. Now we got Benzes, now we got gold, now we got jewelry, now we got women, now we got houses. What the fuck is we still trying to kill each other for?
Well, I think that with these rappers, so much of their marketing is based on selling this idea or reality that they're still in this violent environment, and if they disconnect from it too much,
they'll lose the
juice. And then that's where they're at. I mean, they're doing shows and stuff and shooting videos in all these places, so you know, it's hard for them to disconnect. They can't just, you know.
That transition to being, I'm just an entertainer, I done got my money, you know, sorry, I was just joking. I was just joking.
Well, here, on that note, so you asked me about big stories I did, so Rick Ross.
Well, let me interject about this.
Okay.
See, like,
there you go back to Ross.
As a young man, like, the internet for young people, like, it's dangerous. Because, like, Twitter talking, all that type of shit, like,
it means something.
That's real smoke. That's real beef.
Yeah.
Like, to an old cat like you laugh some shit off. Like, if I see a motherfucker, I'll probably say something, but it's not. Niggas will make it their mission to come find you.
because of some shit you said on the internet.
Yeah, you say something.
Because some shit they read on their phone, they could just press the button and put it down and ignore that shit, go on about their day and their life. But they willing to throw their life away over just what they see.
Yeah, that is.
Because their friends and family are saying
but it's deeper than that. Men and women.
Yeah. The women are bad.
Women especially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, now I do deal with some younger females, and I am fascinated.
In what capacity?
Mentorship, career guide, career.
Promoting entrepreneurship among women.
And
proud of you.
And always about circulating the black dollar.
Yes, I'm proud of you.
I'm always about that. You know that.
Proud
right?
of you, Gordon.
You know, it's gonna go more than
Great man.
do all I can for my people.
Hero.
You know, to one much is given, much is required.
That's right.
But what you were saying, it is true, and I think people my generation just don't get that. I mean, if we would have went and tried to hurt everybody who talked crazy to us or who we heard some street shit, did you know, Courtney, you know, this guy said this, that,
but
and the third.
you couldn't hear that much of it because there wasn't social media posts.
No, it would have been your man would catch you at the bar and be like, man, you know I was over there in the project, you know they talking red, and then you just be like, man,
you see,
let them talk crazy.
This device, to y'all, this device doesn't mean that much. It's just something you have in your pocket that you may or may not have.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
To the younger generation, they didn't know a life without a smartphone.
Yep. That's right.
That's a direct lifeline.
If you're 25,
you see these babies at the mall
in
the stroller. The baby in the stroller can't even walk, but they
can touch
function
that.
This
oh
shit.
yeah, my godchildren are they know more about my notes than I do. Yeah. So that's deep, and I don't know, society never dealt with it before.
It's like
that verbal bullying thing they be talking about with the phones.
I went to college to learn how to program applications and video games and all that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's deeper than just you pressing some buttons on the screen and seeing some flashy graphics. It's about human psychology. Like they're tapping into operant conditioning and different things of that nature. Like some
pressing emotional buttons. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So literally,
it's
people
like
can be motivated to violence,
and everyone's able to put in their face, "Hey, I'm more successful than you," because that's a lot of what the rapper thing is.
Yeah.
Look at my new diamonds. Look at this. Look at and they really. It's one thing to theoretically know, so and so's doing better than me, and he got the girl I wanted, and blah blah blah. But I got to see him every day. Every time I open my phone, is the guy I don't like with the girl I wanted.
Yeah.
Bitter pill to swallow.
Wow. The world's changed, Lou.
He just parked his car in the ghetto and he's sauntering around. And I've killed people before.
For less reason.
We can ride over there and machine gun him right now. Oh well,
I mean, I got a little.
But where's the consequence? They gonna catch the clowns who killed Dolph. They gonna catch him.
No, but them guys already.
They basically talking about how they did it.
They mentally set up to go to jail. They out here doing. They know they dying or going to jail anyways. Might as well be for something exciting. The guy that killed Blade is walking around Michigan State Prison with tombstones on his back with the name everybody he killed.
You gotta be kidding me.
Uh-huh.
That's facts.
That's about right.
No, that's facts. That tombstone with Darnell Lindsay written on it on his back.
The world's gone mad.
I mean,
world gone mad, ladies and gentlemen. We're Big Boss trying to bring back some reality. Young fam, nephew, it's a better way. Get the bag. It's a world full of beautiful women. It's a world full of beautiful sunsets. It's lobsters and steaks to be had. It is a good life to be had out there, and maybe that's what just disturbs me. So many of my young people just seem like they're clueless.
But they are. No.
Of the value of life.
They haven't been exposed to, even if you give them some money. I always think back to reading about the Chambers brothers. At the peak, when they were making $200,000 a day in the mid '80s, they would ride around Belle Isle in a conversion van eating McDonald's because they just couldn't think of anything else to do. They had never been exposed.
You mean nobody said, "Fellas, let's go get a private jet and go to Saint Tropez"?
Yeah, let's fly to Europe and buy artwork. There's just no one in there anywhere, and they were smart. They're natively smart.
Maybe let's go to Senegal and buy 10% of a country, and each of us have a harem of 100.
I don't even know what does that even mean? What's Senegal? What's a passport?
Oh.
No, let's buy 12 Trans Ams and drive back to Arkansas and show them off.
We got enough money to where we will be
Buy
heads of state. The president of Gambia, the president of Senegal will be.
Who would know? How would they know? They went to public school in Arkansas. Them people ain't probably teach them to read. They didn't. When Billy Joe came up here, they still had an outhouse in Arkansas.
No, it's real. It's real.
Having a bathroom, having a flush toilet was a dream.
No, I know it's real, and I'll be blunt. The reason why I stayed, thank God, obviously how I grew up, and Pop and them had already hit their lick. So when all that madness was like going on, and anybody who know me from back then, Pep and them would tell me, I was like, guys, all the money we getting, I am going to find me some pretty young ladies, and I'm going to check into a penthouse. Or to a 5-star hotel.
Nice girls.
Go to New York.
You're not into. You didn't grow up in a violent household. You weren't into that. Some people are into. I mean, I had a phase of like violence is fun. When you grow up with violence, when you've been seeing it in your household, when it's been being done to you, well, you get of age where you're in a position where you're capable of hurting others. You may want to.
No, as you spoke, we gave out way more passes. You met my Pop, Pop, because my family in particular, my mom's side of the family is very familiar with violence. And Pops, when they would always be like they owe us money, or they said you heard what they said about us, right? They say we soft, they say this, we don't go over there, and Pops would be like, niggas a pass. Pops gave out more passes than Tom Brady. All he did was give out passes because he was like, what? Well,
they not going to do. Them people ain't got no car.
Right.
They not going to come to where you at and kill you. So.
Or the quote Eddie, the fat man, used to say, if we kill every nigga that talks stupid, the graveyard ain't got enough room for
and
him.
who you going to sell the drugs to?
It was just time to really tell a great untold Detroit story because it kind of covers Detroit at its zenith.
Very interesting story.
We decided that we were going to make a movie.
All right, Rich Rossi with you with Motown Mafia. I'm with Courtney
Lewis Stevens,
Courtney Brown,
Courtney Brown Jr.
And Alan Al Prophet Bradley.
And this is an entrepreneurial, inspirational story too, because again, I'm a real estate retail guy. That's what my skill set is. But I'm a businessman, so I was like, we're gonna do it. Sometimes when you got a dream, you won't have all the answers on how you're gonna do what you're gonna do.
What made this one unique was not so much the crime, but the intertwining with Detroit's history and the Motown era and kind of the economic decline of Detroit. And it's really the story of a family. And from some perspectives, it's has a happy ending, like you said. For others, it didn't have a happy ending.
Right.